Welcome to my new series on Salesforce development. In this series, we're going to cover how to do Salesforce development. We're going to start with low-code development, declarative development, sometimes it's called. So if you like what you see and you want others to hear about it, please like and subscribe to this channel so that others will be able to know about it through the algorithms. So right now we have what I'm showing you on the screen is the Salesforce free trials page that Salesforce has, and I'll leave this link on the notes or on the describe of this video so that you can go directly here. So if you scroll down to product trials, there's two developer editions I want to point to. The first developer edition, this is the Agentforce one, and this is the legacy one. And I'll show you the difference between the two. For the Agentforce one, this includes Agentforce and Data Cloud. The difference with this one and the legacy is this one, if it's inactive for 45 days, they basically say, well, can remove it because you're not really using it. And I think just because of the data cloud stuff, it takes up a lot of space in their data centers, what I'm thinking. So I think that's why they give you that 45-day limit if you're not really using it. But again, if it runs out, I'm assuming you can go out and get another one without any problem. What I would recommend though is that you sign up for the legacy version, which is this one. Now this legacy version, you usually want to, what you do is you put your username is usually your email address, or just make sure it's unique across all Salesforce orgs. So if you have other Salesforce org, you can't reuse the same username if you have other dev orgs out there. But I would use this one, like if you have something like Trailhead, or if you want to have like this main developer edition that's associated with your Trailhead, and you want to use that to log in. So I would recommend using this. So once you sign up for a Salesforce developer org, you'll go ahead and you'll get an email to reset your password. You set your password, and that will take you to your developer org. It'll look something like this. Usually has in the URL dev-ed somewhere in there, or something to that effect, in the URL. And then you can use this org like any Salesforce org. Again, there's a lot of restrictions because it's a developer org, so you don't have a lot of storage space and things like that. So all the configuration is done on the setup page, and you get to the setup page by going to the gear icon, clicking setup, and here you are. It takes you to the setup page, and you'll have this nice quick find menu here. So one of the things you may want to do is make your developer org a dev hub org, so that you don't really use your developer org. You'll be using your what are called scratch orgs, which are temporary orgs. They usually, the limit they give you is 30 days. But the nice thing about it is every 30 days you start from scratch. So the way you change save your changes is you create a project on your machine, and then you retrieve your changes into your project so that the project becomes your source of truth and not the org. And it's actually probably a good developer practice to kind of get used to doing things that way. But again, if you don't want to do that, if you want to just do everything in your developer org, you can. But I'm going to show you really quick where you go to set up your dev hub. You just type in dev space hub in the quick find, click on the dev hub link, and it takes you to this page. So here what you're going to do is you need to enable your dev hub. So again, this one's already enabled, but if it wasn't, it would look like this, disabled. And when you click on it, it'll enable it. One thing to be aware is you can't disable this setting once you enable it. So just be aware of that this is like a one-time thing. Once it's done, that's it. There's no going back. There's really no danger in enabling it, but just be aware of that restriction. So then once you create, so now I can use this as a dev hub to create all my Scratch orgs, or I can just use this, like I said before, to do all my development in this dev org. Okay, so this lesson is, or this series is going to be on Salesforce development. So these are kind of going to be our development steps that we're going to cover. We'll cover from top to bottom how to create an application in Salesforce using low code or just configuration. We're not going to use any programming. We won't be doing Apex classes. We won't be doing any Lightning Web Components for UI. No programming outside of just creating flows. We will be creating flows. As you can see, we have one lesson here, creating flows to streamline your data entry with ScreenFlow. So we'll show you how to do that in one of the lessons. Okay, and then the sample application that we're going to be creating is an airline reservation management software application, right? So I have all the requirements written out here. We'll go through these step by step using our development steps. We'll go one by one. We'll start with the data model and we'll take it from there, and just kind of show you little by little how to create your how to go ahead and create an application from scratch. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Until next time, we'll talk again.